Hey folks, Jonathan here. A little update here. This is of course what I've been working on. I've got the fenders. I'm doing some video on it too, so just haven't showed it yet. We've got Nana Cat playing with the swan. She always rubbing on the swan. You're gonna put your eye out. Oh, wait a minute. You're gonna put your only eye out. So anyway, we're getting her together. Fenders are going on. Everything's coming out really well. So I got me a truck. I've been wanting one for a while. I'm going to show you what I bought. Okay, some of you may remember I've got one of these trucks. I've got a 2500 HD 4-door, but it's the short one with the doors that open backwards. Long bed, 6 liters, got 340,000 miles on it. I put an engine in it, I don't know, about what, 10,000 miles ago, or not even that probably. And I took in the engine that I put in it was 150,000 on it, but it ran good. It was in the box truck. But it's been, you know, a good truck. I like it. I don't have any issues. But what I really wanted from the start, of course, I like the long, I got to have a long bed because I'm a firm believer that a truck's a truck. A truck's not a grocery getter. I like the floating axles because this is a 3500 Duramax. And it's 4-door. And I mean a full 4-door. So it's a long truck, and that's what I really want. All I really do is haul a camper that's actually a pop-up slide-in, and I also have my 18-foot boat. I've got a 36 or 38-foot trailer, travel trailer, but we never take it anywhere. It's such a pain because we go to different campsite every night, and it's such a pain to try to set one up, but we don't even attempt it. But anyway, this is a project truck. And when I say a project truck, we just got a couple things we got to fix on it. Now, let me give you an update on the SSR truck, the purple violet color truck that I put together. Put it together, put the engine in it, got it running, decided it needed some body work. The hood, a used hood for that thing is $1,100, so I wasn't going to buy that. It needed a left rear quarter worked on. And so I took it to a buddy of mine that has a body shop, and it's actually the same one that done the clear coat pro bono on Junior's car when we done the build on it. So really good fella. So he went ahead and went to work on it. I had to buy the trim for the front. The top piece was $160. The center piece was $460. The emblem for the front is $120. I have not bought it yet. And it's nothing but an emblem like this one. I just couldn't bring myself to buy it yet. So, and then let me see. I sent the dash back, and I bought one of the reman dashes because the gauges was giving some issues, and that's fixed. And I had to buy a taillight, and I found a used taillight for $242. A new one was $444. So every part on that truck is very, very, very expensive. It's just, and the parts that you're buying are not worth the money you're paying for it. In other words, you're buying a piece of plastic, and I'm talking about not a big piece, that you could buy for any other vehicle for, you know, $100, and for that one it happens to be $400 or, you know, $450. And they do that because I guess they didn't make very many. And, you know, it is what it is. The value of the vehicle, I'm still way below what the sale value is, so I'm not getting hurt even buying parts for that. But this one has got another story behind it. Okay, I bought this cheap. It's high mileage. Matter of fact, I'll show you what. We don't know the exact miles, but we do know that the next oil change possibly that was due was 256,000. So it's got 256,000. Duramax engine. They don't give issues. I mean, they're not that bad. They're not a bad engine, so that's not really crazy high mileage for one of them. And I've actually got some. I've got parts engines. I got parts for these for the late model. This is the LLY, I think. Anyway, it's not the early one. It's after 2003. They changed mid-year 2004. This is an 05. So this has got the Allison transmission, Duramax engine. It's a 3500 1-ton single wheel. Let me check GVW. Okay, GVW is 9,900 pounds. The old C30 1-tons were 10,000 pounds. So this one's 9,900. And this truck has been You know, I guess you could say it's been abused. I mean, it's been to the dealer. It's one of the lucky things is I've got a friend that works at a dealer, so I give him the VIN numbers. He tells me what's been serviced, you know, what's been done to it by a dealer. And the truck has been maintenance-wise quite a bit done and kept up. But beaten up wise, as you can see, the bed is dented bad on this side. Dented there. Bumper's dented in. Tailgate is fairly good, believe it or not. This side of the bed is beat in down here, beat up here, and it's got a little bit on the door, a little bit on the cab, but nothing major. Everything else is pretty good on it. We got some light issues here. We've got tape holding the light in. We got one of them pieces missing over here. It's part of the grill. I've got these parts because they're the same on a regular half ton, so I've got another grill. We'll change all that out. But the issue with this truck, and one of the reasons is, you know, I bought it at a really good price, very cheap, and as you can see, we had a little fire, and I'm going to show you the reason that there was a fire here, and it actually burnt the wiring harness right through here, so all that's going to have to be redone. It's going to be a pain, but you know, it's not anything that can't be taken care of with, you know, with a little time and trouble, you know. All right, let me show you the bottom side and why this thing done that. Okay, hopefully you can see this, but that is the front differential, and as you can see, it's busted and in pieces. We got a cat coming to scan it, and you can see the wiring where the drive shaft grabbed it. The drive shaft's hanging down. It ripped the U-joint loose. I don't know whether this exploded on him, or, you know, from doing something, or if it just ran out of grease and he kept going until it just locked up, and that's probably what happened. But when that done that, right above it is where it burnt. So we don't have a big area of burn. We've just got a bad spot where it burned at, which is right below the wiring, the main wiring harness. I don't have the same exact harness on another vehicle as this one, but I've got some that are very similar and that are parts vehicles. So, you know, we'll have to just start replacing wires in the pins and, you know, doing it right. But, you know, it's just going to take some work. So, and of course we're going to have a differential, probably that axle, possibly, well, that drive shaft may be okay. And some more wiring stuff there, and then it's busy scanning. But yeah, definitely need some parts. But it's my understanding that the 2500 front differential is going to be the same, so hopefully we can you know, get the parts together for it. I'm not much on four-wheel drives because I don't use four-wheel drive around here. We just don't need it. But you know, I guess if it's there, it's there. But we're going to go ahead and start assessing the damage and seeing what we're going to need and start getting parts together for it. So, all right. Well, there you go. From the looks of that pinion bearing locked up, broke the pinion off, slung the drive shaft and broke the case, and just made a mess of things. So, you know, it always, I can't understand that, because, you know, I've seen wheels fall off, I've seen everything, and you would think that the people they got to be able to hear some of these noises. They got to be able to hear them before they go out like that. Okay, I don't know how bad it got into the fuse panel, the fuse blocks right here. But this unbolts, this comes out, the wiring runs in the bottom side of there. It's not a, you know, they do a lot of stuff now to cover stuff up to make it where you can't see it, and it makes it look complicated where, you know, you don't know what's under it, so you think it's going to be a terrible situation, and you pull it out and you realize it's nothing to it. So we've just got some wires there, and you can see it really looks bad down here, but it's okay. We got parts, and we always have our backup, which our backup is our buddy James, the GM technician. which can wire these things, you know, without a harness, so it really don't matter. So we don't have any batteries, so I don't really want to hook it up anyway until we do some wire sorting. I don't need another fire. But we're going to get this thing together, and you know, this is hopefully going to be my personal ride here soon. I really need something to be able to go pick up some cars with, some old stuff, you know, out of state and everything else that I don't mind driving. I'm going to plan a trip up to up around Gettysburg and hopefully take my camper up there. I really enjoy, you know, going to campsites in the camper and camping out. So anyway, we'll see if we can get this thing together, and I'll video it as I go. Now it's going to be probably a few days before I do anything, because we're going to start getting parts together. But as I do it, I'll show you how bad it is, how bad it burned it up, and all we have to go through, you know, to replace stuff. I think it got the shifter cable. Shifter don't quite feel right, so which the drive shaft might have got it too. It's hard to say. The way that done that, but I think what we'll do, we're going to start by getting all this stuff out of the way. Get these water pipes off, get turbo pipes out of the way on this side, and just start cleaning stuff up so we can actually see what we've got and get to what we've got. Now, it didn't even burn, you know, the insulation off the bottom of the hood. So luckily, you know, the fire got put out really quick. So anyway, so all we can do is hope for the best. Hope it turns out good. If it don't, I don't have, let me put it this way, I can part this thing out and not lose my, you know, butt on it. Let's put it that way. I won't lose myself in it, but we've got good paperwork for it, so we need to go ahead and check it out, and hopefully I'll have me a decent truck I can put together. And you know, usually I've never had a newer truck or new truck or anything like that. Usually the, you know, 15 years old is about, you know, the newest thing I've ever had. So anyway, all right, I'll take you along with me, and we'll do more here shortly on it. All right, appreciate everybody watching. Till next time, bye. Say bye now. Say bye.